Hey ladies, it's Miss Shayna here, Miss for the Respect Shayna, because I need you to be feeling like I'm your homegirl. I need you to be feeling like everything I tell you, you need to take it personal, okay? I need you to feel like I'm sitting right beside you and we just on the same level. We seeing eye to eye. So I got energy today and I'm ready to talk about this topic because I have been preaching this topic to my friends, to my family, to my students, everybody, and I want to come over and share this topic with you. So today's topic is expectations versus acceptance. Woo! Yes, yes, and more yes. So let's first get into expectations, right? Expectations are kind of like what we have or what we expect from different people, right? So we have expectations in everybody. That goes on to my first question. Why do we have expectations for people? Why do you have expectations for other people? And I want you to pause this and really answer it. Like, go get a piece of paper if you need, write it in your notes, whatever the case may be. All right, now that you wrote down the reasons you have expectations in people, in family, and friends, in your job, now that you wrote down all your expectations in other people, right? I want to tell you all why I feel like we have expectations in people. One, we want to see the good in people. I feel like, let's be real, all of us want to see the good in people. We normally try to give the benefit of the doubt for people, just like, oh, okay, I know that they're bad, but you know what, I'm gonna fill them out and maybe they'll do good. And then another thing is we want to see ourselves in other people. For example, I'm about to give you all a great example. You know when somebody just do y'all so dirty and the first thing you say is, you know what, I would never do that to you. See, there we go. We trying to put ourselves in other people. When one, we have to realize that we aren't other people. Everybody isn't like us. So stop giving people expectations that they cannot live to. And then, like I said, we want to see the good in people. Like, somebody can do somebody bad so many times over and over and over again, but we're so stuck in the way of how that person used to act, maybe, or just hoping the best for that person. We give them these expectations that are sometimes just unrealistic. So we have to, like, take a step back sometimes, I feel like, and just be like, well, are the expectations that I'm giving to somebody too high? Is it too high, or should I, like, not give them these expectations? Like, what should I do? And then, of course, we don't want people to disappoint us. That's probably one of the biggest reasons we give people expectations, and not really realizing that us giving expectations to other people is actually kind of setting us up for disappointment. If you don't have expectations, you don't have nothing to be disappointed about. Somebody told me that, and I think I read that recently. Like, stop expecting things from people, because if you don't expect it, what can you be upset about? You're not expecting it. So, for example, a birthday party. Say you have a birthday party with you and your homegirls, and everybody comes. As soon as you start expecting them to bring a gift, then of course you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be upset because now you're not getting a gift. But who said that they was ever going to bring a gift? Maybe, like, what? I made it materialistic, but I'm just saying, like, in general, we expect certain things from people and then be disappointed when they don't live up to our expectations. And this is why you have to compare expectations to acceptance. Acceptance is something that we have to learn to do. You have to accept people for who they are and what they show you. When I say this, for example, I have a friend. She always bails on us. Like, we'll be like, hey, come on, let's go out. And she'll be like, yeah, I'm going. And then Friday come and she know where to be found. At first, of course, that's disappointing. Like, dang, you never come out with us. But I couldn't be upset at that. At this point, I had to accept that she just wasn't going to come out. And accepting that that is who she is sets me up to not be disappointed later. So then when she does come out, of course I'm excited. I'm like, yo, you came out finally. Hey, what's up? Da, da, da. And I'm not disappointed when she doesn't come out. So when she doesn't, it's just like, okay, that's her. We can still have a good time, enjoy life, do whatever. But like I said, when she does come out, it's a celebration. So it's like I'm not expecting anything from her, and I'm just accepting her for who she is. All right, so let's talk about red flags a little bit. Everybody has red flags. A lot of the times we talk about these red flags in relationships, but not realizing that people have red flags in friendships, people have red flags in family. Like, everybody has red flags. And sometimes these flags are just signs that you need to cut them off. Maybe it's just signs that they're showing their true colors. Red flags can be a numerous of things, but when you are not having expectations for people and you are expecting them for who they are, those red signs tend to come out or stick out like a sore thumb. Because when someone is doing you wrong, for example, someone steals from you, it could be something small, like steal a notebook from you, I don't know, and you're like, oh, okay, well, maybe they just were having a bad day today, da 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 da. When you give them expectations like, oh, they won't do it again, then you expect them to not do it again. But instead, if they steal from you, you accept, okay, you might be a thief. I mean, that's not always the case, but if they show you something once, believe it. Like, that's something that we have to definitely learn. When someone shows you someone, or when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Don't wait till the second, third, fourth time to be like, oh, you know what? I should have paid attention to the red flags, because we always get to those points. When you fall out with somebody and it's over something big, we then reminisce on everything that was bad, and then that's when it starts to point out to us when we should start realizing them at the beginning. That way we could just be like, look, you know what, I don't know if this gonna work, or I accept you for who you are, like. And saying that you accept I can't talk. Saying that you accept someone for who they are does not mean that it's okay. It does not mean that you're okay with that. Like, somebody can be a thief. Yeah, you can accept it, but that doesn't mean that you're okay with it. You're just accepting them for who the person that they're showing you. You're not accepting anything else. You're not saying, okay, that's great, you should continue thieving, like stuff like that. But you just have to accept them for who and what they are. And that's how you kind of stop the surprises. Like, things just don't surprise you anymore. You're like, oh, okay, you stole from me. I'm not even surprised. I know to keep my stuff away from you. I know that you can't come to my house. I know that you can't be in my circle, because that's not what I want around me. So accept people for who they are. And lastly, accepting people for who they are will help you not be as hurt at the end. So if somebody disappoints you, it doesn't hurt as bad as when you're having expectations for someone, because when you're putting someone on a high pedestal that they don't belong on, and then they hurt you or disappoint you, it hurts for you. So just accepting people for who they are will definitely protect the person you are, will protect your peace, your energy, in order to grow. So just accept people for who they are. Don't have expectations out of people. Stop expecting things, because as soon as you start expecting things, that's when you set yourself up for disappointment. Accept people for who they are, what they do, and what they are. I hope you all enjoyed this podcast today. If you want to hear more or hear me in between Tuesdays, then make sure you go follow me over on Instagram, as well as subscribe on YouTube. We are not on Facebook currently, but we will have that up and running very soon. And never forget that dreams plus determination equals domination. And we are here to what? Dominate. All right, I'll talk to you all next week. Bye, ladies.